Hey everyone. I thought I'd jump on quickly just to help with some of the navigation typically people have when they're deciding to reach out to a coach. Um, because I think the other option most people look at is therapy. And I want to really kind of make a little bit of a plan with you. If that's okay, we'll make a little bit of a plan on what's best for you. So I'm going to give you just a guide, really. So the first thing where I would start is the goal is always to be financially safe. Okay. Um, do not break banks for this. Okay. There are options out there that are less expensive. They're hard to find. You may have to be on a wait list, but there are options. So the first thing that I would do if I was considering going with a life coach or a therapist is go to my employee benefit plan and see what's covered. Most, and not all of them, many employee benefit plans have mental health care as part of their plan. Um, Most of them started in around $500 worth of care, but a lot of companies went up in that coverage over the pandemic. So you'll see it from 500 all the way up to like 2,500, I think, or more. Or some of the self-directed ones, you can really put a lot towards it. So there's that's the first step is we want financial safety. And the first way to get that is to get therapy or coaching for free. Huzzah. Okay, so the next part of this is that typically therapy is covered, coaching is not. So this is a coach coming to you saying, go financially safe, go see a therapist if that's what your plan covers. It's the most important thing you can do, right? Now, knowing that you've only got about $500 worth of coverage inside of that plan, you've got maybe 3 sessions, 4 sessions if you can squeak a little bit in, right? So 4 sessions, let's say, for argument's sake. When you sit down with your therapist, you need to tell them that. You need to say, I'm coming to you because I'm looking for a diagnosis and I only have 4 sessions with you. What can we get done in those 4 sessions? Okay. That to me is a good starting place. Okay. So you've got your 4 sessions done. You've been diagnosed with PTSD, as an example. You need to keep going with a therapist. Okay. If there are other modalities that you wanted to bring into that, somatically, there's tons of things to do around PTSD. There's other coaching practices that you could bring into this. Of course, there are, right? You need more than 4 sessions with a therapist to really understand how this is layered through your life. So please stay there. Whether it's with that therapist or another one, do that. Now, if costs are prohibitive, you know what I mean. If cost is a thing, see if you can find a therapist that does group sessions or a sliding scale, right? So group sessions, I think, are beautiful because you not only get the expertise of the therapist, but you also get the expertise of a community to come in and help heal. So that's one option. Now, if you come out of those 4 sessions and they're like, I think you just need to make some decisions, right? There's this like no real diagnosis at the end of it or no real determination of what should come next. You may need to see a life coach. And since you're paying for it anyways, maybe you can go out and find something that's a little bit more aligned with who you are. Again, coaches are going to cost you uh, typically between $100 and up. They too should have groups, right? Find a coach that has groups, right? You can also find coaches that have specialities that came out of your 4 sessions with that therapist. So if they said, oh, you seem to have, some body image problems, or you seem to have some grief, or you seem to have, you get activated around particular topics. If there's those types of things that are kind of been called out of your therapy sessions, take those things and look for them in a coach if there's no clear diagnosis, right? As an alternative. Now, all of that is to say, if your body, your heart, and your mind are so deeply focused on the past that you cannot see future, typically a therapist is better. If you are sitting in a place where you are feeling disconnected, you are feeling joyless, you are feeling unsatisfied, and are just not clear on where to go next, you need a life coach. If you look forward and you're forward looking and you're trying to figure out what's next as far as a transformation or transition, right? Career, relationship, those types of things are coach focused. So typically, therapy focuses backwards with forward looking activities and actions you can take to start dealing with the complexities of your past. And coaching is much more focused on where we are at this very moment and what path do we choose to go forward. So that is very broad. And I am sure there is going to be life coaches out there and therapists out there that are going to tell me how I'm full of shit. Be it what it may, the very first step should always be what is available to you in a financially safe place. If you have any questions about this, if you want to talk a little bit deeper about it, I'm always here. So reach out at sarahahines.com. I'll talk to you soon.